Hey guys, good evening. Good evening. Welcome guys to episode 50. How you guys this evening? Today? Good, great, fantastic, excellent. Um yesterday the topic about WIFM. Today I'd like to talk about what do you think? Because I got asked a lot on this thing. So the question is it really matter what I think about the market? I think every people that I met, whether being CEO or bosses or entrepreneurs, business people, sales, marketers, I think everyone asks this question, what do you think about the market's gonna be? There's nothing to do with me. I'm just one of the market. I think it's not the that's the normal common questions that everybody has been asking about, what's it gonna be? But I think the fairly right question should be, not about us. I think the question should be, how do you know how the market reacts? Come to right. Last time I've been through, I don't know how many, one, two, three or four. This is the fourth, third. I guess the only one that I remember is three recession or crisis. I don't know how many you guys been. The one being 97, and then 2008, I guess 2009, 2010, and then right now I think three, right? The one that I remember. The worst one is just two, I believe. It's just 97 and financial crisis and this. So it's the better question is, how would we know, right? Until we really do something and test it out, because whatever I say, I might be wrong, because I'm not the person supposed to tell you anything, right? Even economists or marketers that could tell you that are all prediction, because I remember back then, many years ago, after the recession or during that, people did ask a lot. I didn't share a lot because I don't know what it is. I don't know how should we anticipate what the market will become, and a lot of people are not doing anything. So, but when somebody is desperately, or they are smart enough to act on it and let the market tells them what they want, what is the market was at that point of time. I think there's one or two developer that came up with a good strategy that have like a campaign that sells property, right? I think you remember, I don't know how many years ago, you remember McDonald's $5.95? I believe you guys do. Everyone eats McDonald's, right? $5.95, and then there's a developer doing $5.95 as well. So that hit the market, and then everyone jumps into the bandwagon and follow everything, and until today, it have this effect that some things change. It's just that who do really test out the market and gauge this is what the market wants. Why everybody is afraid to do that, or you don't have to spend tons of money on a campaign to determine what the market is. I think better things to do is to talk to your customers. How many of us do really talk to customers, right? Even yesterday talked to my is it yesterday or the day before, I forgot. I talked to my friends, and it's the questions that we ask customers. There's a lot of things that we can ask customers. If, like yesterday I shared, if the salesperson only focus on discounts and the only question that they care, they just convey the discounts to the prospects, and then in prospects' minds it's just discounts. The rest of other offers, yes, exists, but they don't convey it properly to tell the customers this is what it is and what it does and what it means to you. So there's a lot of questions that we can ask, that we can really gauge what the market is. A lot of other questions. That's where I learned. That's where it opens my eyes, and I always a lot of aha moment that, wow, yeah. Then when I told my friend and then yeah, she said, can we ask like that? He said yes. I said yes. It's the tonality that we have to master. If when you ask some personal questions like, we do ask people what's the budget, right? And we do ask a lot of other things. We don't do it upfront until we have built a rapport or relationship with the customers. They are comfortable with us, then only we ask that slightly deeper questions. Like just now, what was the question again? If we want to know what's their budget is, when they're gonna buy, all these things. Why people don't ask that, right? It's how you ask it, with the tonality, with your attitude, with your personality. You don't ask it, what's your budget? I mean, you don't. If you ask this type of questions like that, then obviously that you will offend anyone that you're selling to. What's your budget? If a salesperson asks me what's my budget, what do you mean, right? Or I don't like to tell you that answer. It reveals my financial situation or something. It's not. Maybe in a way, let me share you an example. That what I learned is something like, may I can you go a little bit deeper? I mean, when you dig deeper and deeper, when you ask a little bit the questions that is both ways, right? Is if we think that is to help ourselves, then we're in trouble. Where it's not going to help, because if to help the prospects or your customers, these questions are very relevant. They won't feel offended, right? Because if you tell them upfront, there are a couple of questions that I'm gonna ask, or we're gonna then to see whether it fits, right? Both. If it's not, you can straight away tell us no, right? Because prospect lie. We lie too when we go to visit any high ticket thing. Property gallery, we say, we need to think about it, but that's it. But actually, what do we need to think about it? There's a lot of things, right? But actually is what we say no. We're not gonna buy. We are just browsing, right? So most of the case, I will tell them either yes or no. There's no maybe, I want to think about it. Because that's just you telling me no. You just don't want to hurt my feelings. You just want to be polite, right? If you said that, then okay, they either tell you yes or no. That's it. You just ask that a lot of other things that you can ask, that I don't know how to share with you guys here today. It's just a series of questions how to qualify your prospects, that to dig deep enough, then you know what their needs is and what we can help them. Not you. We can help them. I always do this type of thing. If I met bosses, I say, what's the most important thing to you right now? It's not offensive. It is a relevant questions, and just let them talk. That's That's the deal. That's the whole purpose. Just let them talk and listen with intent. That's where I flop. Now I'm practicing and I'm trying to master it with listening with intent. Really listen what they have to say. That's the key. That's the key. When you practice that, then you know easily, because we're in sales, we're business people or entrepreneurs, it's very easy for us to capture. Oh, that's the hot button. That's the pain. We have to dig deeper. What does it cost them that if they don't do that? You see the whole sequence or the flow to it, right? So that it is on how just that type of questions where people say ask question, ask question. I know my previously my boss, when we sat down, my MD, when we sat down, he asked all sorts of questions like that. You have questions but you don't have the chance to say, because he asked all these questions that you have to answer. That's really it's just that you just ask that questions, then you know what the market really wants. You don't ask one or two, you ask many, maybe 10 or 20 or 30, then you know whether your product it sells, whether these people wants or not, whether are they qualified for your product. Do you really want those people? You talk to those people and find them through the Dream 100. So yeah, so if you ask me my opinion, that yeah, I should say that, oh, my coach, because we all have ideas, right? And one of the people came to him and pitched him this idea and asked him, what do you think about it? And said, first off, am I your target market? They said no. Then what is my opinion got to do what your idea is, right? Doesn't matter. We have tons of ideas, but we have to be market focused instead of product focused. Well, that's what I shared before. So if we are market focused, we know a lot of things in the market, what the people want, what our target audience wants. That's market focus. That's niche market focus. That's very valuable. That's the thing that we need to do. So doesn't matter what my opinion is. Just go and talk to the market, go and talk to the people, and you know your target market, right? Your audience. So that's what I'd like to share today. What do you think about the market? Test out the market. So thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for supporting, and hope I give you some inspirational ideas that you can, I don't know, add value to you guys. So thank you very much, and see you guys soon. William Chanzi here, signing out. Bye. Good night. Good night, guys.